Hey there, it's Laura Knights with Laura E. Knights Coaching. I wanted to jump on and do a quick video. So I am this week, moving too fast. This week, I am starting both of my signature group coaching programs, the Dream Builders Mastermind Circle, one in Chicago, one in Atlanta. So the women who are participating in this group coaching program fall into one of two stages of business. They are either in the pre-launch phase, which means they have a business concept, idea, but they have not got paid sales yet in that business concept. Or they're in the startup phase, meaning that they have gotten some paid sales, but the sales are not consistent enough or sustainable enough for continuous cash flow. So they want to build that up. Okay, so we're working with a lot of women in these two phases. I see that a common mistake is that people don't necessarily know what to focus on as far as their productivity, what they should be spending their time on. So I want to tell you, if you are in one of those two phases, pre-launch, business idea, but haven't got paid sales yet, so you're just at the beginning, or you have launched, but you still need to get consistency in your sales, this is what you should be doing. Pre-launch, your whole focus, 80% of your time, if you think about the 80-20 rule, 80% of your time should be focused on validating your business idea. And a lot of people skip this. What do I mean by validating your business idea? I mean spending your time talking to people, putting together a prototype of your product or services, and actually trying to sell it to see if it has some relevance in the marketplace. So a lot of times we visionary entrepreneurs, we have these ideas. We think if we thought of it, then it's great, right? No, your whole job in the pre-launch phase is to be talking to people. Interviewing face-to-face is the best because you can really get the nuance and go into more detail. Informational interviews, face-to-face, putting together a prototype, a mock-up of the service or the product, and trying to get people to buy it. It doesn't have to be perfect. It has to be something that you can offer because you're trying to see if the market will validate it, meaning that if the market will confirm that yes, this is a good idea. And in business, the only confirmation that it's a good idea is if people spend their money on it. So that should be your whole focus, not building a big fancy website, not spending your money on all of this branding and all of that. Yeah, that's important, but until you have confirmed and validated that this business idea is something that the market can sustain, something that the target market that you have in mind really want and will buy, and that it meets a need or it solves a problem that they have, then you should not be moving forward with investing tons of money in the business and time for that matter until you have confirmed that. Now, if you have launched already, you have some sales, but they are not consistent enough, meaning that if you take a day off from the business or if you go on vacation, your cash flow stops. That means you're still in the startup phase. It's not consistent enough sales yet for you not to have those ebbs and flows or to be constantly in hustle mode trying to find money. If that's where you are, then your whole focus, 80% of the time, needs to be on fine-tuning and building your products. And when I say products, those can be your services, whatever your offerings are. Fine-tuning and building those out, marketing them, and selling them. That's all you need to be doing. You need to be focused on getting the product or the service fine-tuned, marketing them, and selling them. And there's a difference between marketing and selling. Marketing is drawing the interest, getting people to be interested in what you're doing in your various marketing activities. So that is drawing people to you with what you're doing. Sales is once you have those interested leads or prospects, that you have a sales process that you take them through to actually give you their money. Okay, so you can draw people to you with marketing, but it's not sales until they become a paid client. Okay, so if you're in a startup phase, meaning that cash flow is not consistent yet, it's still ebbs and flows, 80% of your time needs to be building out your product and fine-tuning that, or your service, whatever you do, marketing it and selling it. That's your whole goal. Okay, your whole goal is that once you get those sales consistent, then you can go up to that next phase, which becomes about outsourcing, delegating, bringing on team members, things of the sort. But until you get that cash flow consistent. So I say this, when you are assessing your productivity and what you should be working on in your business this week, if you're in one of those two phases, if the activity, 80% of your activities are not either in that validation, confirming that it is, if you're in pre-launch, or product marketing, sales, and startup, then you need to go back to the schedule and retool your time so that that's what you're spending your time on. Okay, and then once you focus on that in the startup, that cash starts to come in, and then you can go to some higher level things. All right, so I hope that's helpful. If you are in the Chicago or the Atlanta area and you are in that pre-launch or in that startup phase and you need some help with that, send me an inbox. We're starting the group coaching programs this week. We'll be focused on helping people build this out over the next 6 months, and we still have 1 slot left in Chicago and 1 slot left in ATL. It might be yours. So inbox me and we can talk about it. Talk about your business goals, jump on the phone for a quick call, and to see if it's something that will work for you and that will help you, and if it's a good fit. Okay, you all enjoy the rest of your Saturday.